friends, I've got a good news for you because today's vlog will be about very interesting topic. I know for a fact many of you are on this channel or subscribe to this channel because of us living in Bali and very often giving you, I hope, very useful information in regards of Bali. So today we decided to talk a little bit more about the real cost of living in Bali. But before that, I need to find Alina. I think she's in the kitchen. Let's see what she does. What are you making?
It's like 100 degrees outside, so I thought it's a great time
Yeah.
for some tea.
Alina told me not to talk about weather, but weather is great and not to talk about weather.
So we will have some hot tea.
Okay guys, so very first thing and probably the most interesting part of a cost of living in Bali for all of you and for us and for anyone who comes here would be, Alina? Accommodation. She's right here.
Yeah.
Thank you. A lovely cup of hot tea. Okay, so let's talk about accommodation. Generally speaking, accommodation in Bali cheap, but you know that already, right?
Yeah, it's affordable. It can be affordable.
It can be affordable, and we're gonna quickly mention what is so great and what is sometimes not so great. So in this video we will mention quite a few downsides. So
Not like a downside, but more like reality.
yeah, Alina is correct. A little bit more reality, so you don't think everything is just absolutely perfect in Bali. It's not like everywhere else. We just want to make sure you know exactly.
Yeah, because most often I think all you see and hear around social media is all the good things,
Yes.
which is great.
Yes.
But there are so many things which nobody speaks about.
Right, so the average cost of accommodation in Bali, let's say 2-bedroom villa if you are coming by yourself or with the family or with the friends. 2-bedroom villa in particularly Canggu area is anywhere around 20 million Indonesian rupiah, so it starts at £1,000 or 1,300 American
That's like
dollars.
the cheapest one, I would say.
That's for 2-bedroom. That includes absolutely everything, all utilities, maintenance,
Cleaning,
cleaning,
gardening, pool
exactly,
maintenance, like
exactly.
everything is included.
So a lot of extra services you don't get in a Western world, which technically could be the positive side.
Yeah, it's a definitely benefit.
But at the same time, it makes you a little bit lazy if you spend here already a few months as us or a few years for
You
some.
know, yeah, your habits are changing and you start to pay less attention to the things. You don't do so much because everything is done for you.
Yeah,
You know?
you simply become lazy and sometimes you catch yourself, I have nothing to do. Normally at home you would start cleaning something or, you know,
Doing laundry or
yeah,
cooking.
you don't do nothing in here. Which at the beginning is definitely positive thing, but as time goes, I see it as a little bit of a downside,
Yeah, because-
particularly for us.
Yeah, because eventually when you will leave, you will still have these habits, and everywhere else around the world, it's not like it's here.
Yeah, and also what I wanted to mention, you very often hear about these $200, $300 rooms. So they are part of a guest house, or you can get perhaps even a room in a accommodation like a villa. So you have a private room in a villa. However, in the terms of guest house, they are great, but only when you arrive to Bali and when you spend only a short time in Bali. For obvious reasons, because it's a shared accommodation, and if you value, let's say, the privacy as much as we do, it's not the best. It's great for meeting new people, but if you are, let's say, older couple like me and Alina. Okay, we are 33 and 32 years old, but at the same time we are at the age when we really want our privacy, you know. It's great to meet people, but at the same time you really need your privacy. Even for creating videos like that, you know, in a guest house it's very often impossible. So bear on your mind.
Yeah, it's great for singles, I would say.
And one more downside we didn't mention is sometimes the places you see on any booking platform or in Facebook groups, like for example a villa looks absolutely insane. In reality there are a lot of hidden problems in the villa. For example, when we entered the villa we had a massive issue with the mold and we had to get a dehumidifier. We actually did a vlog about that, so if you are interested, also a tour of our place, our villa. It would be worth to mention how much do we pay. So we only rent one room in a 3-bedroom villa.
I don't know the cost for the whole villa.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know cost for a whole villa, but we pay for a room 8 million Indonesian rupiahs. That includes everything, and that's just for a room. So
Yeah.
it is affordable.
It's still much more private than a shared space, you know, than a guest house, but still we are sharing.
Yeah, Bali is very known for its extreme humidity, so you might face a massive problem with mold in a villa. So make sure you go and check the villa before you book it in advance.
Even that can be tricky. We checked and we didn't know there is a mold issue. Once we started to live, we realized that it's very bad.
Yeah. Another thing is outdoors kitchen. I know how it sounds. It sounds really amazing and
Very
romantic.
tropical, yeah.
Yeah,
very
everyone. When we were coming here, right, we were dreaming about having an outdoors
living room, kitchen,
waking up with the sunshine, you know. But the reality is Bali is full of bugs and full of mosquitoes,
especially in the rainy season. It's so many of them.
and especially in the evening where there is absolutely no way you can stay in a kitchen, cook anything. You are always hiding inside, so you actually feel frustrated. You cannot even enter the kitchen, and it's full of bugs, and they are climbing and even these
biting you.
Yeah, even ants. You know, when you leave anything outside.
Oh yeah, you cannot leave any fruits, any sweets, nothing. They will be eaten by ants.
And they will go to your shelves. They will go everywhere. So you need to hide everything in the fridge, basically, which might be a little bit frustrating, but that's a cost you pay to live in a tropical environment. Yeah.
And another thing, heat. When it's too hot in the middle of the day, you have nowhere to hide, just your bedroom.
Very little chances to cool down your open space kitchen, outdoor kitchen. It's gonna be hot.
Fans and stuff, you know, but still.
Talking about the downsides, guys, one of the biggest downsides is Indonesian government is actually restricting a lot of content you search in online. So, for example, we could not enter our trading website, for example, or websites like Reddit are banned in Indonesia because Indonesia is a Muslim country. They have their own restrictions. That's why we partnered with the sponsor of today's video, which is Surfshark. Let us just quickly explain you what Surfshark is. It's a VPN service, so that means it's a virtual private network service. If you are searching online, guys, and you're thinking your identity is hidden, that's absolutely not true. All different third-party websites has got access to information about you, so where you're coming from, exactly, you are exposed completely. They know where you are searching from and who you are, etc., and what you are looking for, so they can target you with the marketing. What Surfshark VPN does, it protects you, it hides your identity, it basically encrypts your identity, so you are absolutely protected. Another great advantage of using Surfshark is you can actually switch your geolocation, and that could be used for services like Netflix, for example. So when you are looking at the Netflix TV shows from Indonesia, they don't have the same ones as, for example, in USA or UK. You can just switch your geolocation to USA or UK, so you will make it look like you are searching.
Yeah, so you have access to many more movies and series which are not available here.
Also, it can be used for searching for transport or flight tickets, for example.
Or booking accommodations as well.
Yeah, if you are looking from Indonesia, for example, to book accommodation somewhere else, there is a difference in the price opposed to if you are looking from India or Europe or America. So prices are changing, so it gives you an option to change your geolocation again, protect your identity, and check or compare the prices. We personally are using Surfshark on a daily basis. Definitely. Either it is for Netflix, either it is for saving money on a flight tickets, etc.
We saved actually quite a lot on that.
To be honest, we wouldn't really survive neither in Indonesia or even in Turkey when we lived in Turkey before without VPN. It's
we
just
couldn't access even our bank in Turkey.
Yeah, so. Crucial service, guys. So guys, if you are interested, Surfshark was kind enough to hook us up with a special code. I'm gonna put it on the screen and also in the description. It's actually saving you up to 83% of a subscription, and first 4 months will be for free for you. Sorry guys, I'm just editing now and I realize I've done mistakes, so it's actually 3 months, not 4, but it's still really good deal, right? So guys, make sure you check it out, sign up, and now let's go back to the video. Alright guys, we talked quite a bit about accommodation, so let's talk about transport. As you all know, scooter transport is the most popular form of transport in Bali. It definitely does have its advantages. One of them is definitely a cost of scooter. For example, we have a scooter which we pay around $50 a month, $50 to $60 a month. Petrol is also very cheap. The biggest downside of it is Bali roads are extremely busy.
Traffic, mainly it's traffic.
Traffic is just absolutely crazy.
It can take you, I don't know, to make 3 kilometers, half an hour, 40 minutes.
Very easily. If you are unfortunate enough and you have a car in Bali,
Which is even worse.
which is just absolutely, I feel so sorry every time I pass the cars because they are literally stuck in the traffic. They are trying to get from A to B, sometimes as Alina said, 3 kilometers,
Yeah.
and it takes them literally 40 minutes because they are stuck in the traffic. Bali roads are really tiny, they are not made for such a load of traffic. That leads scooter drivers to drive even through the sidewalks
Yeah.
where people should normally walk. There is not many sidewalks, but people are driving literally however they want.
So it can get a bit dangerous on the road.
Sometimes dangerous,
Tricky
hectic,
situations,
chaotic. So for
yeah.
anyone who's new to this environment and for somebody who doesn't have experience with riding a scooter or motorbike,
It's better to hire a
Yeah.
Gojek, no?
yeah, exactly. So that would be your option, Gojek,
Yeah.
or just be very careful, be patient, stay in the
rush.
line. Yeah. So what's the real cost? It is very affordable. So you only pay for transportation, let's say $50 a month plus
is
some
nothing.
petrol, which is like 50 cents per liter. It's super cheap.
Yeah.
So in total, maybe $60 per month for transportation. However, real cost is you're gonna be stuck in the traffic. It's gonna be very hectic. You're gonna be very often very stressed, and if you don't have a raincoat like I do, you're gonna get wet 4 times a day
It
during the rainy
limits you
season.
a lot. And another thing which comes to my mind is pollution.
Yeah.
Because once you are on the road, you are breathing in all this smoke, everything from, how you call it, what comes out from the cars.
Yeah, from exhaust.
Yeah.
So you
And
should be
it's-
wearing mask to protect you, but at the same time, when you come back home, very often we have like eyes full of sand, full of some
You
black
can even
stuff.
see you are black, you know, when it's not covered from
Yeah.
mask or something, you are literally dirty.
Yeah, so use the glasses, use the mask, wash your face very frequently, and you'll be fine generally. Okay, now let's talk about the food, our favorite topic, along with the fashion. It's food and fashion
our
is our
passion.
passion. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just check a previous vlog. Okay, so food in Bali is very affordable. So you can eat in a local restaurants where you can warungs, yeah, that's a name for a local restaurant where you can get a food for as low as $1, sometimes even under $1. Obviously, that's gonna have its downside because quality will suffer. It's gonna be deep fried. There's gonna be a lot of monosodium glutamate in the
Which they love
dish.
to use here.
Yeah, literally instead of salt they use that. But you can eat very affordably. If you eat in a Western restaurant,
It's still affordable if you compare to Western prices.
yeah, average price per dish would be, I say, between 60 to 100,000 Indonesian rupiahs per meal, which is around
Yeah.
$5 to $7 per
Yeah.
person.
And there are more expensive than
They
that
are
as
way
well.
more expensive as well and
Yeah.
way cheaper as well. So basically, Bali serves everyone. If you
Yeah.
wanna live cheap, you will live cheap. If you wanna live luxury, you will live luxury or you will eat luxury. However, downside of that has something to do with the local food, basically.
Yeah, if you want to eat cheap, the most often it will be made in loads of oil with
deep fried.
monosodium glutamate, as Jay mentioned, and not the best quality ingredients.
We used to eat a lot in the local restaurants just because we wanted to save money, but then after that we started to see some results. We started to see even some health impact.
I've seen it on my skin.
Yeah,
It popped out.
that oil definitely shows up.
Yeah.
So it's a great experience, but in terms of long-term eating,
Yeah, if you
eating in
live
a
here for a year or more, imagine eating
not
there
gonna
every
work.
day.
Now, another option is you can do shopping by yourself if you want. In supermarkets like Pepito is super famous, or Festive.
Yeah.
Prices over there are very Western prices because everything is imported and they have to.
In fact, the most expensive things are imported from abroad.
Yes, and you will very often pay way more than you pay in the West. For example, tea, not bag, but a whole pack of tea, very basic tea like Twinings or whatever, will cost you almost £6, which in UK, for example, it costs £1 just because of import taxes.
And many other things. Literally everything we know living in the West costs here like 2 or 3 times more than back in our home.
Yeah, so please consider that. Okay guys, time to talk about services in Bali, which are very often super good and very often very affordable. So let's start with something like massages,
Beauty.
hair salons, barbershops and nail salons. All of above mentioned are really affordable. For example, massage, 1 hour massage,
Full body massage.
full body will cost you £5 or $7, which is unheard of anywhere else in the world. And trust me, Balinese are exceptional with the massages. So we want to highlight that. That is true cost. Obviously in a 5-star resort it's going to cost you a bit more,
But still
up
not-
to $20, but still
Yeah.
amazing price.
Yeah.
Now another thing is SIM cards, for example, SIM plans or internet plans and phone calls and SIM cards in Bali. Generally all of that stuff is really affordable. Again, $5 for unlimited
And very good, to be honest.
and coverage and speed.
Yeah,
is-
at least the one we are using, which is Telkomsel, right?
Yeah.
It's very good. We are happy.
There are no downsides to that. As
No.
you notice by now, we are very often mentioning downsides to each, but we really cannot find any downsides to that, so that's
Yeah.
great. Now, medical services, so hospitals, etc. In case something happens to you, you need medical assistance.
You need insurance.
Yeah, we start with the insurance. You definitely need insurance before coming to Bali. That's one of the requirements, official requirements.
Yeah.
So the best insurance, we will leave it in a description, or you can see it up there on the top. If you click on it, you can sign up for insurance we are using.
Yeah, that's what we highly
Yeah.
recommend.
So medical services we never used personally.
We
any?
use the dentist. I use the dentist.
Yeah. What was the experience? It was like that. We're not going to be digging
No, not the
anymore.
best.
In terms of equipment, they have a really good equipment, and what we know and what we heard from our friends and the people who has experience in this, they say it's very good. So that's all we can say.
Yeah.
However,
But-
one thing what stands out is it's extremely expensive.
And I know that there is even difference. They ask you, do you have a insurance? If they know you have to pay from your pocket, price goes up.
No, opposite.
Opposite?
Yeah, so
Okay.
if they know you have insurance and it doesn't go from your pocket,
Yeah.
they will charge you crazy money because they know insurance will cover it.
Oh,
If,
yeah.
if they know you don't have, or if you say I don't have insurance and I have to pay it from my own pocket, they will charge you less. So this will
still
be
a
the
lot.
this will be the downside definitely because you are not treated equally. For example, something like a Röntgen or MRI. From what I heard from my friends who needed an MRI of a knee, for example, basic just an MRI costed them €800, which is absolutely unbelievable price by my opinion. So make sure you stay safe. Make sure you are never in the need of any medical services,
And if
you do,
something, yeah, make sure
you have a medical insurance. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you, because it's gonna cost you a lot if something happens. We didn't mention beauty salons, hair salons, and barbershops. I'll start quickly with my barber experience. It's absolutely insane. It's very affordable, in between $3 to $5 per haircut for a males. Very
How
high
much you
quality. I pay $5 because I have a super, you can say, right, super high quality barber who comes to. That's one of the advantages actually. My barber came to our place, to Villa where I live. He's a mobile barber.
And there are so many mobile services. Like I'm getting a lady coming to do my nails
Yeah,
at home.
she's actually coming today, right?
Yeah.
At 12. Maybe I'm gonna film.
I'm having a girl coming to do my hair. You can get a masseurs to your house to do massages for you. So everything is very available, and you can go either to salons or they will come home, and it's very affordable as well.
And as far as I know, they don't charge extra for coming to your place, right? They charge very much.
Nail do
How much extra?
30K.
Ah, 30K. That's £1.50.
But still, they
So she
make
comes
their
to your
living,
place.
you know, from that, so they have to charge.
Yeah.
So, for example, for nails in the salon, I used to pay around 25-30 pounds for manicure and pedicure.
That's like $40 to $50.
Yeah, and for hair, I paid few times something around 50 pounds for cut and color. I know there are more expensive places, I know there are cheaper places, but in the cheaper places, I don't know how would be the quality and result.
Yeah, I believe you tried once a bit cheaper place, right? It was like a $10 and it wasn't the best quality. So you really do get what you pay for,
Exactly,
guys. It
always.
works in Bali and it works everywhere else. If you have if you pay a very cheap price, that cheap price comes with sacrifice, very often
Quality,
in form of
yeah.
quality. One thing we just realized we didn't mention, and that's very important for many people, are gyms and spas. Let's talk about gyms. There is quite a few gyms.
And all of them are super expensive.
Yeah, except the one we are using. It's a very small, locally owned gym. That costs $20 per month, and it's very basic, equipped, but very basic gym. However, the rest of the gyms, as you know,
All the popular
up to the
ones.
standards you know in a Western world, like fully equipped, air conditioned, etc. Those gyms very often cost around $100 per month
Or more.
and more. There are gyms in Canggu. I know about 2 of them. I won't name them. They cost around $200, $250 per month, which is absolutely insane.
It's mind-blowing.
And it's not like they are something special. I've
It's
seen
like a regular gym in
like
UK.
any average pure gym, fitness
Yeah.
first, whatever, you
DW,
know,
whatever.
DW, yeah,
Yeah.
in UK, for example. Average chain gym, they look the same, but they charge $200. So I don't
Yeah.
really know what they charge for.
Okay, some of them might have a sauna, some of them might have a swimming pool. Maybe that's like an added extra, but still $250.
For example, us living in UK, we were in a DW Fitness. The membership was £40 per
42
month.
pounds,
That was
yeah.
full membership. You got sauna as well. You got ice bath. You had a swimming pool as
All
well.
the facilities, you know.
Yeah, here they charge like 4 or 5 times more for that, for unknown reason. But if that's important and that's your health, guys, it doesn't really matter how much does it cost, but it's worth to know it's not cheap. Alright guys, so let's just put a big wrap around all of this and talk about how do we feel about living in Bali, and what are the upsides and downsides of living. Basically, Bali obviously has got a lot of things to offer. You will be greeted by amazing Balinese people. You will live very comfortably because everything will be taken care of. Also, let's say $1,000 is enough to live very good life in Bali, including accommodation and all the food, etc. So all of that is great. But you need to bear on your mind, you will be making sometimes huge, sometimes just a little, depending on what kind of person you are, sacrifices. For us, one of the biggest sacrifices is the cleanness on environment. So there is a massive, as we mentioned, massive plastic problem.
They do not have a recycling system, so there is a garbage literally not everywhere, but in the most of the places. On the streets, on the beach, it's
that
there.
bothers us quite a bit. Also, sometimes quality of the products or services will be not the best or not at the standard you are used to. If you don't mind this, no problem. We don't really mind this, but you need to bear on your mind. And also, one of the biggest issues for us is there are no like general hangout areas like parks, and you have nowhere to walk, etc.
I am addicted to walk, and I cry every day that I have nowhere to walk. The only place is a beach.
Yeah, very often not in the best conditions.
Yeah.
So if you like walks, if you like spending time with your family outdoor in a park, there is very little places like that. Bali is very famous for cafes, beach clubs, etc. But that's all indoors, you know. Spend time inside your villa, then you hop on a scooter, go through terrible traffic, and land in a coffee shop.
Where you sit again, you know, and then you come back home.
Yeah, obviously there is a lot of activities in Bali as well, you know.
Which
so
are
it's not
very
always.
affordable.
Yeah, activities are super affordable. You can do so many things. You can take a trips to different islands on the boats. You can go snorkeling. You can play different sports if you want. You can go to the gyms.
Rafting.
You can do rafting, climbing, trekking. Bali has got it all. So by no means we are trying to complain here.
No,
we are
but-
super happy. We just
However, yeah, we feel that there are few things which most
many
of
people don't realize.
Exactly, and don't speak about. So
Yes.
we don't want to make it all pink and beautiful. It is beautiful, but it has its own downsides.
Yes. We both hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. If you have any questions, comment down below, and we are looking forward to see you in the next video very soon. Thank you for
Bye.
watching.